Good morning. I'm Chris Honorato. This is 13 Now on News Channel 13's YouTube channel, where we bring you breaking news, the day's biggest stories, and of course the first morning forecast. Important update to the snow we're expecting early Tuesday morning. Meteorologist Christina Talamo will have that in a moment. But to start us here, this is a look at the Crossgates Mall exit. Give you a better look at it here. Hang on one second. Let me connect our camera. And this is a better look at that exit. Now you can still see the detour and the Crossgates Mall Road closed this morning. That's after an accident last night. So if you travel that area this morning, of course, it could get backed up a little bit. And if you want to access Crossgates, you have to go to the Western Ave exit. Police say 2 cars were involved in the crash last night that has caused this closure this morning. The Northway was closed from Crossgates Mall all the way to exit 20, all the way to the exit to 787. That's back open now, but you can see Crossgates Mall Road still closed. They're currently investigating the cause of that crash. It's a developing story, so as we get more information about who was injured, how badly they were injured, and how many people were injured, we will bring it to you here on air, of course, with News Channel 13 live at noon, and then with us here digitally across all of our social media channels at News Channel 13. Governor Kathy Hochul is issuing a travel warning for tomorrow. That is, of course, because of the snow we are anticipating. She says to be prepared for hazardous driving conditions. Again, this is a storm that even though we may not get as much as thought even 24 hours ago, it should still affect the morning commute on Tuesday. Again, Christina's coming up very shortly with details on the storm itself. Governor Hochul says maybe even anticipate some local power outages. State agencies are up and running, ready with more than 1,500 large plow trucks to make sure the roads are clear. All right, let's get to Christina here and that first warning forecast, as this has become a very tricky storm to try to predict. I know, Christina, the models are updating and you're trying to kind of piece them all together in your forecasting. Where are we currently? Maybe different than even just 24 hours ago, right?
Yeah, that's for sure, Chris. Just looking at the last couple of model runs since yesterday morning, we have seen the track shift kind of agreeing over the last couple of runs, shifting further and further south. As the storm track continues to shift further south, that will lower snowfall across the area, because the storm, that area of low pressure, will be a little bit further away. So that will cut down on some of those totals. So we'll see a very sharp cutoff of where areas that do see snow and areas that see little to nothing at all. Very sharp cutoff between the two there. We'll start off this morning quiet and dry, though. So we'll start off with talking about your Monday. 33 degrees in Amsterdam on that CDPHP first warning weather cam. Mostly cloudy skies out there as you're heading out the door this morning, and temperatures are in the 30s. 36 degrees Schenectady, 34 Rensselaer, 31 Steventown, 29 degrees in Hunter, coldest there on the map, 29 as well. Harpersfield, 32, Saratoga Springs, right at freezing there. Here's a look at that satellite and radar. Again, we have a quiet start to the day today. We'll just see more clouds around than anything else. Mix of sun and clouds for your Monday. Quiet, no concerns for the morning or evening commute. But there's that system we're tracking off to our south with that Gulf moisture. And this will track up the coast, up to our north and east, passing by just south and east of us as we head throughout the day tomorrow. Very quick-hitting, fast-moving system. And this will get close enough to bring us some snow as we head throughout the morning hours tomorrow. Now, I was just talking about how a lot of the models are shifting a little bit further south with that area of low pressure. I'm going to show you that right here on that hour-by-hour forecast. There's that low pressure system, tracks up to the north and east. This is tomorrow morning in the early morning hours. So we'll start to see some of that snow try to creep into our southern counties throughout the early morning. But then notice as we go throughout the morning commute, the brighter shades of purple there stay well south of the area. That's where that heavier snow will be. So we're missing out on the heaviest snow, kind of just getting clipped by some snow. So the northern half of our area little to nothing. Southern half will still get some snow, but not nearly as impactful or significant as initially expected. Then that all kicks out. We'll see some drier weather by the end of the day Tuesday. So really fast moving. This is in and out pretty quickly. And here's our updated snowfall forecast. We did drop those numbers significantly compared to this time yesterday. We could even need to drop these numbers further as we head throughout the afternoon if we continue on track with this this more southerly track with that area of low pressure. Coating 2 inches for the northern half of the area away from the center of the storm, around 2 to 4 inches in Albany, and then some locally higher amounts off to our south. So we'll have to keep an eye on that, but definitely not as significant as the last couple of days when we were looking at those models. So big model changes this morning. Lower 40s for today with a mix of sun and clouds, more clouds than anything else. It's mild overall, a nice day today. Tonight dropping down to the upper 20s, mostly cloudy, quiet, dry overnight. And then we'll see that snow start to push into southern areas around 4 a.m. tomorrow morning, becoming a little bit more widespread across the southern half of the area throughout the morning commute. And then out of here by Tuesday afternoon and evening with some drier weather, highs in the 30s. So overall, an alert day because of the timing. If you're heading out for your commute tomorrow, you'll likely be dealing with snow if you're across the southern half of the area. That could make it a little bit slippery. Otherwise, again, not as impactful as it would have been if we got those higher big numbers because of that change in the storm track there. Valentine's Day on Wednesday, it'll turn blustery, breezy, maybe a few leftover snow showers, otherwise drying up for Thursday. Thursday night into Friday into the weekend as well, we'll see the opportunity for some scattered snow showers. Otherwise, highs will just stay in the 30s. Not all that cold out there, just typical seasonable where we should be this time of the year. And after tomorrow, no big storms headed our way. So pretty quiet through the upcoming week and through the weekend. So we'll keep an eye on any changes, further changes, if we see any more updates with those models as we head throughout the day today for sure.
Yeah, and you might get one late morning, right? So News Channel 13 live at noon, obviously the next time that we'll really update people with the track of this storm is, I think, Christina, right? You should get a little bit of an update on those models late this morning, right?
Yeah, for sure. So be sure to stay tuned live at noon with that latest model update. We'll have it for you right then.
Okay, perfect. Meteorologist Christina Talamo, who's with us, of course, every weekday morning on News Channel 13 today, starting at 5 a.m. Before we go, many of you probably watched the Super Bowl last night, the Chiefs winning in overtime against the 49ers. We've got it covered this week on Honorado and Miller. Thursday night live streaming on News Channel 13's Facebook, X, and right here on YouTube. And then, of course, the 2 ways to watch us over the weekend on Saturday and Sunday. That'll do it for us on 13 now here on YouTube. Have a great Monday, everyone. I'm Chris Honorado.